Federal employees have been shown the door all over the country in response to cutbacks being made by the White House and the Department of Government Efficiency. Just this week, workers at the Bureau of Fiscal Service in Parkersburg were laid off. Our Shyla Florence has talked with some of those workers impacted by the cuts, and she joins us live in the studio. Shyla.
Thanks, Phyllis. It's not confirmed that this week's layoffs were part of the federal cuts being made by DOGE and the Trump administration, but we do know they happened only 1 week after reports of DOGE visiting the Bureau of Fiscal Service were made. Today, I spoke with one federal employee who was laid off, along with other local officials. Everyone says they are heartbroken for these layoffs, these layoffs are impacting.
Federal employees have been getting let go from their jobs across the country. Most recently, here in Parkersburg, it includes some of the employees from the Bureau of Fiscal Service.
Getting into fiscal has been a dream of mine for many years, trying to get in. Finally happened, and then not even there 60 days, and let go. I can't even imagine some of the ones that I know their 1 year probationary period was up on Monday, this coming Monday, and they were still let go.
Rhonda Bragg, one of the employees from the Fiscal Service who was let go this week, says her and her colleagues received a Teams invite Tuesday afternoon to discuss their employment status.
Just 1 day out of training, so there was nothing against us at that point. There was, at least for my group, there was nothing against us, and we kind of thought we were safe. We just didn't even think past that and thought they would look at the, maybe somebody that just was not up to par, not performing the way that they should have been. And instead it was just an instant everybody.
It is unclear the exact number of those laid off, but Eric Engel with the National Treasury Employees Union says the number of those laid off this week is less than 100.
Locally, I think I can say at this point without any issues that it was about 80.
No matter how many people end up being laid off, Parkersburg Mayor Tom Joyce says any job loss leaves an impact on the local economy.
All jobs are important. Here in West Virginia, unfortunately, we have one of the, if not the worst, labor participation rates in the country. So anytime jobs go away, that is a bad thing. And I mean whether they're jobs of highly skilled or highly compensated, like most jobs at the Bureau of Public Debt, or a job working at Sheetz or working in a restaurant. Jobs are really the backbone of economic development, and we need more jobs in the Mid-Ohio Valley, in Wood County, and certainly in the city of Parkersburg.
Chapter 190 of the NTEU represents federal employees at the Bureau here in Parkersburg. Engel says that since it was probationary workers who were laid off, the local chapter wasn't able to file any claims for those employees. However, the national union is actively working to help those employees.
NTEU National, the national union, has been pursuing litigation, has filed litigation, will be filing additional litigation when information is received from all of these folks who have been impacted.
The Wood County Economic Development Office here in Parkersburg is also working to provide resources for those impacted by the layoffs.
What we're trying to do in this office is make sure we're sharing any open and available jobs. There are a lot of jobs open here in Wood County, may not be in the same sector, and that's what we're trying to work through right now, but also contiguous counties.
Executive Director Lindsay Pearsall says the first step she recommends is to file for unemployment if you're able to qualify. The next step is to contact local staffing agencies like Workforce West Virginia. Reporting in Parkersburg, I'm Shyla Florence.
I did speak with Senator Shelley Moore Capito about the layoffs yesterday, and here's what she said.
The DOGE and the President are committed to a leaner, more efficient government, and one that works more efficiently for the taxpayer and the tax dollar. Anytime you lose any kind of employment in your local community, it's a source of concern. You're losing tax base, taxpayers, community leaders, community volunteers, all the things that so many people through their work life do for and with their community. community. So yeah, I am concerned, but I think I keep trying to look at the big picture here in terms of what's going to work best for all of us. I think, and so while I am concerned about the folks that in Parkersburg, we're going to wait and see what happens there and see if we can present a better case and see how they're doing. But we've been in contact with them pretty much all through this whole thing.
I also have reached out to the Bureau about the layoffs, but have not received a response. The Wood County Economic Development Office shared a list of resources to us for those who have been laid off. You can find those on our website. Back to you, Phyllis.